Tired of weak protagonists crying over every minor setback? Welcome to the ultimate showcase of 10 new school anime featuring absolute, unapologetically overpowered main characters. Kicking off our list at number 10, The Beginning. After the end. King Gray reigns supreme in a world governed by martial prowess, yet immense power brings crushing isolation. Following his unexpected death, he reincarnates into a realm thriving with magic and monsters. Given a second chance, Arthur Lewin utilizes his past combat intellect to master elemental magic, determined to protect his loved ones from the dark forces threatening his new life. This series masterfully transcends typical reincarnation tropes by blending spectacular action sequences with profound emotional weight. Watching a hardened monarch relearn humanity is genuinely captivating. The magic system feels incredibly polished, and seeing Arthur absolutely obliterate arrogant nobles who underestimate his childlike appearance never stops being satisfying to watch unfold. Storming onto the screen at number 9, Tugen Ankishiki Ichinose is a rebellious teenager who suddenly discovers he possesses the cursed blood of the Oni. When malicious Momotaro forces attack his home, his dormant demonic powers explosively awaken. Forced into hiding, Shiki enrolls in a specialized academy for Oni, learning to control his violent blood abilities while waging an ancient, brutal war against the heavily armed Momotaro organization. What makes this narrative so insanely gripping is its fierce reversal of classic Japanese folklore. We finally root for the demons. The blood-based weapon combat delivers visceral, high-octane thrills that modern shonen fans crave. Shiki boasts a feral, unhinged energy that commands attention during every single frenetic battle scene imaginable. Transforming the genre at number 8, the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. During an apocalyptic final battle, the brave leader of a Super Sentai team is unexpectedly teleported into a classic fantasy realm. Stripped of his modern comrades, Asagaki Togo relies solely on his enduring heroic spirit and an indestructible transformation suit. He continues fighting injustice, bringing flashy superhero martial arts into a medieval landscape populated by dragons, warlocks, and corrupt monarchs. This show brilliantly executes a hilarious, yet incredibly awesome culture clash. Watching a fully suited Power Ranger roundhouse kick a minotaur while screaming dramatic justice catchphrases never gets old. It embraces tokusatsu campiness with pure sincerity, resulting in an outrageously entertaining ride that totally revitalizes tired isekai combat tropes effortlessly. Dropping in at number 7, I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. UK serves as the underappreciated red mage for a top-tier adventuring group until he finally quits out of sheer frustration. Desiring a peaceful existence, he instead reunites with an ambitious party comprised entirely of his former Magic Academy students. By guiding these novice girls, Yuki casually reveals his overwhelmingly ridiculous magical proficiency and vast dungeon knowledge to the entire world. I absolutely love stories where arrogant parties regret discarding the real backbone of their team. Yuki shines brilliantly because he pairs staggering magical might with genuine mentorship. The satisfying contrast between his humble demeanor and the jaw-dropping displays of elemental destruction easily elevates this journey above generic fantasy power fantasies. Brewing trouble at number 6, possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Iruma desperately desires a tranquil retirement, completely hiding his identity as the legendary hero who single-handedly defeated the Demon Lord. Settling down in a rural village under the guise of an ordinary alchemist, his peaceful days quickly vanish. His absurdly overpowered crafting skills continuously attract legendary monsters, desperate royalty, and chaotic situations that force him to display his staggering abilities. This gem thrives on brilliant comedic timing. The underlying irony of a man working tirelessly to avoid work is relentlessly charming. Watching side characters react with absolute horror as he casually brews world-bending potions is comedic gold. It balances relaxed slice-of-life mechanics with spectacular god-tier alchemy flexes very smoothly indeed. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, The Water Magician. Transported into a harsh fantasy environment, Ryu is granted only the seemingly basic affinity for water magic. Stranded far away from human civilization, he uses scientific knowledge from Earth to manipulate liquid states and water pressure. By isolating himself in the wilderness, Ryo evolves his basic elemental spellcraft into a devastating, godlike weapon capable of slicing through heavily armored beasts. I deeply appreciate how this narrative completely shatters the weak water mage stereotype. Ryo earns his overpowered status through sheer intellect and intense training rather than arbitrary cheat codes. His brutal application of hydrophysics against arrogant monsters creates incredibly unique battle sequences that will consistently leave you desperately wanting more. Pitching a tent at number 4, Solo Camping for 2. Gen Kinosakura is a fiercely independent outdoorsman whose solitary existence gets completely upended by an inexperienced city girl named Shizuku. While lacking magical attacks, Gen possesses genuinely overpowered survival skills and encyclopedic camping knowledge. Together, they navigate the untamed wilderness, forging an unlikely bond as Gen expertly conquers every environmental challenge using flawless technique and incredibly delicious camp cooking mastery. This brilliant slice of life effectively bends the overpowered trope. Gen tackles complex nature hurdles with the same imposing dominance a fantasy hero brings to dragon slaying. The mouth-watering animation showcases his culinary might beautifully. It proves that extreme competence in ordinary tasks yields an intensely satisfying and deeply cozy viewing experience. Conquering the bronze at number 3, Apocalypse Bringer Managra Takuto. Ira succumbs to illness and suddenly reincarnates as the evil god of Managra within his favorite strategy game. Joined by his loyal hero unit, Atu, he must rebuild his wicked civilization from scratch. Wielding absolute control over game mechanics, Takuto unleashes terrifying strategic abilities, expanding his dark empire across an unforgiving fantasy realm hostile to his corrupted monstrous subjects. It is remarkably refreshing to follow a protagonist acting as a literal deity of ruin. The stark juxtaposition of Takuto's gentle personality against his empire's horrific aesthetic is brilliant. Watching him outsmart typical righteous heroes using ruthless, top-tier strategy game logic offers a delightfully wicked spin on the isekai format. Taking the silver medal at number 2, Hell Mode. Craving a supreme challenge, an elite gamer selects the impossibly difficult Hell Mode setting before transmigrating into a brutal fantasy world. Reborn as a common serf named Alan, he discovers his leveling progression requires absurdly massive grinding. Endowed with a unique summoner class, Alan systematically slaughters countless monsters, methodically exploiting system rules to forge an overwhelmingly unstoppable personal magical army. This anime truly respects the grind. Witnessing Alan calculate experience point margins like a manic accountant brings unparalleled satisfaction. His meticulous ascent from absolute zero to godhood makes every power spike feel incredibly earned. The combat sequences remain incredibly intense, establishing him as a perfectly efficient, ruthlessly calculated battlefield commander. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling awakening inside an egg, our protagonist discovers he has tragically reincarnated into a painfully weak, flightless dragon hatchling. Trapped in an exceptionally dangerous forest filled with apex predators, he relies on his game-like stat menu to survive. Through sheer determination, constant battling, and continuous evolutionary pathways, he gradually transforms into an earth-shattering, massive, legendary calamity beast, possessing unfathomable magical dominance. I adore the satisfying monster evolution mechanics displayed here. Watching this pathetic lizard earn his catastrophic power through blood and sweat makes his eventual god-tier status immensely rewarding. The terrifying creature designs are stellar, and his monstrous rampage across human kingdoms delivers the ultimate, unfiltered power fantasy anime fans demand. There you have it, 10 incredibly dominant protagonists completely shattering their respective worlds. Whether rewriting magical laws or commanding monstrous armies, these completely unstoppable heroes redefine absolute power. Which overpowered legend is your personal favorite? Drop your top pick in the comments section below right now.